spiritual journey, as you start to dive and clear trauma and pain, and really get down deep into the core of who you are, is not an easy journey. I have a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I really want to be on the spiritual journey," and it's the best one that you can do. It's the best thing that you can do. It's the most fulfilling that you can be,
Yeah,
and living at your highest potential. But it is not an easy journey, and it does take a while because we go through life and there's layers of things that pile on, and that's what the energy work is about, is starting to clear
right,
away those layers so you get back to your true self. Thank you for
right.
that. um
Well, it feels also, if I can add for you,
yeah, please.
um, when you're talking about peeling back the layers, it's like it's at the same time that you're getting down into those deeper levels, it feels like I am also like ascending, and like everything just feels lighter, and I feel when I'm connecting with nature a lot because I've been on the road for the last year now. But as each of those layers of sludge get cleared, it's like something is pushing up higher.
Yeah.
You can almost feel like a connection to something higher and higher the more you get digging into those layers. So I just wanted to kind of share that experience.
That's so true. I can you share maybe some of the, it feels like since we started, really since we went to Sedona and did the retreat, that the synchronicities, because you were doing deep work with yourself that also filtered through to your family and started healing different things in your family as well. And
Yeah.
that's where we really did a deep dive when we were in Sedona. And then when we started there, I want to say that the synchronicities and what I like to call that magical flow in your life was happening all the time. And I remember when you would call me or we would do a session on the full moon, or you would want to do a session, everything would just be in powerful alignment. So, and
Yes.
that's how you get giggly. I have a picture of you spinning when we were out on the desert and we were going to the Hopi reservation, and you were spinning in you were so light with this transformative energy that it was just flying off of you. It was beautiful. Um, I want to ask a little bit. I've never asked anybody about their experience on the retreat. So that was just a private retreat. You and I think it was 3 days. Our first, you've done three or four, I think. But the first one, if you remember, was private retreat for you for 3 days, I think it was, in Sedona. Can you share your experience or anything you remember about that? Because that was a pivotal point. That was 11. We were there during 11/11.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I was hoping to repeat that this year, but all things, we were both meant to be in different spaces at that time.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. So, yeah, I think the first one, it was like really connecting with ancestor energy when we watched the was it the not, was it the medicine wheel? The one we did before the labyrinth. Yeah, we watched the
Labyrinth.
labyrinth and we did the medicine wheel, and I connected to creator right away. Like I could just feel something in each one. But I've always been like super hypersensitive to like people's energy. Like if somebody with not so good intentions or what have you would approach me, I can kind of always like kind of know if something is off about this person, as well as something light. And I can also influence that energy. When I got to Sedona, I could feel that amplified 100 times.
Hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh. So the work that we did, taking me through, and at that time it was really connected to healing the trauma and pain that I've had related to men and father figures and relatives, and just how much of my story is connected to being treated poorly by men. And so when we healed that, and we did work with your friend as well. I think I did three different types of energy clearing and work. And so it brought me through a path of forgiveness. It brought me through, it's like being able to protect my energy a little bit more if I'm around a dark space, or just a vibration. I don't know what to call it in layman's term. When something just doesn't feel right about another human being, I know how to protect myself from it now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and I've also attracted a loving relationship. Here we are.
Isn't that because you did the healing? You did the
I healed
healing,
it.
you
Yeah.
did the work, and then you finally met because you were vibrating. You moved from here to here, and then you met
Yeah.
that match that's at that place where you know it's a perfect match.
100%. And I
Which is
know,
amazing, by the
and
way.
I was ready for it. And it's
Yeah.
just like, so here we are at 7 months, and I'm like, wow, this person's really not going to go anywhere. This person was always meant for me. But it was like I was back to the like baking in the oven kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like I came out with this fresh aroma and he likes it.
I love the way you said that. That's awesome. You know, it's I want to share this as you're speaking. There was a cycle for the healing that you went through because it's not about age or time. People think, well, I'm this old, or this is how I've been doing this, or this is how long I've been working on this. That's not how spirit works. It's not how healing works. And so
Yeah.
that when you were talking about the person you reconnected with, I was shown a wheel, and it was like a wheel of like you would think of like a clock kind of, and the time going around. You had to make that full circle back to this person after you did all of your work. So I feel you talk about the 7 years. 7 years is completion, perfection. It's about that cycle. Then you met back with him when you were finished with this cycle of healing, and now you've
Mhm.
reconnected with this person.